has reported injury from Saturday. But I know that I saw injuries on Saturday. I saw an officer with a tear gas canister about as far from this girl as I am right now, shoot her in the stomach. And I assume she wasn't pregnant because she didn't go absolutely fucking insane. But that is absolutely fucking insane. On your ignorance and shame on your lack of humanity. Shame! This is the worst story that I've seen from Saturday, but I know that there are other people who were here on Saturday, and you don't have to be afraid. No police officers were injured. Only us. I would like to hear some stories about what the police did in response to us begging them to stop being violent.
First of all, I didn't protest here. While in Seattle, I was tear gassed in my first 5 minutes. That wasn't them, just so we're clear. But the police are horrifying, is what I'm saying. But basically, all I wanted to say was from this weird little movie called V is for Vendetta that I watched last night. They say this really powerful thing that just touched my heart, and I've been trying to live by that. And it's that the people shouldn't be afraid of the government. The government should be afraid of the people.
Can I say this? Like, these are cops. These are police officers, right?
Yeah.
They are people too. But you want to know the thing with people? They are controlled by what the world do. And what the world do is what the cops fucking do. Now, excuse my language, but all of you people are controlled by the UCCA, which you want to make money by locking people up, and you feel like taking people's freedom is fucking the greatest. Now, even if you don't want to lock people up, that's your occupation, and you won't make any money if you don't have a good report, because you're not doing shit. And you guys want to say that we not doing shit, but you guys want to feel like that's the right to kill us. So, with that being said, why in the fuck do we have to live and obey what you guys have to say? Because we want to do what we need to do too. But we're not trying to commit or hurt anyone. But you guys make it seem that way every goddamn time. Okay? So, at the end of the day, what will be justified here? Nothing, because Donald Trump don't even give a fuck what is happening right now.
We know that you are leading this union in a way that we can live and not in fear. What are you doing?
Tell us what you're doing.
Microphone it all.
Shitty cop. Do it.
Let's hear what you're fucking doing.
Talk.
Talk!
As I mentioned,
Louder.
that was what we've been doing. We hear you. I hear you loud and clear.
Why did you instruct your officers?
Hey, let the man speak.
Let him talk, bro.
Let him talk.
Hey, hold on.
Hey.
Let's get him away.
Police station, everybody protesting.
What my number one priority is everyone's safety, including everyone out here. Yes, and my officer's safety, absolutely. I said everyone out here.
Why'd you attack us when we didn't hurt any officers?
Well, my concern, I'll be honest with you. My concern is safety of everyone out here. If everyone has no violence, can you guarantee that to me?
Yeah.
There's no violence.
Ain't no weapons out here, right?
So what is,
Okay.
what is the intent? What are you looking for? Because I hear you. I hear you. What are we doing? What are you doing?
It's facing the crowd now. You can talk to it.
Again,
March with us.
we act as one. When I look all of you in the face, right now, we act as one. What I mean by we act as one, no one picks up a rock. No one throws the stone.
Right.
You see, this is how we demonstrate our power. You're telling me you had a talk about our protection. You're telling me that you are having meetings behind closed doors that don't involve or include the community. Last year, the general funding and growing of your department was $53.7 million last year. Does that sound familiar to you? Sounds pretty accurate?
Where's that money going?
This year, it's
goes to the
$56.2 million.
Which organize and create all of this monstrosity.
If you are asking me to take a knee with you, it is not a direct step. It is not. This paper tells me those numbers that you just agreed to, those numbers are telling me that you think that you can pay yourself more because you've been working so hard for the past 33 years, so hard. Tell me why I'm still standing here in front of you, in front of all these people, 57 plus years, screaming the same thing. Help me. Tell me.
Yeah.
You offer
Into the microphone.
Into the microphone.
where you offer
A little more. Quieter.
Yes, I have meetings set up. I
Don't pull
will
on top. Say it right. Say it straight.
Yes, I have meetings set up. I'm willing to meet with you and whoever else you bring with me.
How
Can I
about
meet with
Mr.
everyone out
Hamburger
here?
and
If that's what it takes to get your message across, so you feel I'm not here.
No,
I'm telling you, I'm hearing
You
you.
do not want to meet with the people when the people show up to meet with you. We're not. That's what I was
We're not going to solve these problems out here in the middle of Monroe Center. What I'm saying is, I'm willing to meet with you. Why not?
Move those barricades so we can get to the station then.
That you do not deserve a bonus. You are not changing anything. You're not doing a goddamn thing in the name of this movement. You're not. You're not.
So I've been standing out here or around the corner since about 4 o'clock. And for the longest, we were begging the people behind y'all to have dialogue with us. You say that change can't happen on Monroe Street. Change starts with conversation. And I had to beg.
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to tell every cop in here to talk to at least one individual about what they're going to do to make change in their community. And if they say that they're doing the best that they can, they need to come up with a way to tell us how they're going to do better. And we can talk it out together. And we can help them. And we can help them. Everybody needs to talk to us. Each and every one of y'all.
Do you want to make the world better?
So, as I said before, there's one easy way. There's a lot of these officers that you have here with their eyes covered. So, the eyes never lie. I believe in this. So, understand, there are a couple of officers who agreed to look me in the eye, but there are still who get shifty to a black body asking for something civil. You remember civil rights. What is the definition of civil? What is the definition of civil? How do you define being civil?
Respect.
Okay. Respect is met with in the eye. You shake your hand. In this case, it's COVID-19. I can't shake your hand. I can look in the eye. Yeah? So mutual respect, because look at the crowd. Look at the crowd. They're all looking at you. I don't see any hater blockers. No. So I continue to say, you said being civil is respect, right? Okay. So, respect for another life, looking a man eye to eye, or a woman eye to eye, or they, them, eye to eye. That's all we ask for. Civil people in the streets, not police officers in riot gear, ready to beat me down, and history repeats itself. I'm asking your department to show vulnerability that black people have for countless years. Strip yourselves of that power that you hold on and hunger for, that money that you make. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I bet you have a really nice duvet. I bet you do. So I really hope you're here. You see it. So when I say, what is the meaning of being civil, you say respect. I don't see much respect for the lives of black men and women, they, them, who died in the streets for being, existing. We're tired of black lives exist, and we say black lives matter. Matter means I respect you. Matter means I see you. I don't see behind these robo-cops, okay? I don't see behind them. So as my man said, meet with us. Open.
You're real diverse.
Yes.
We need transparency.
Okay. What is your name?
Chief
He's gonna meet behind. He's gonna
Chief
tell
Payne.
you to call his secretary. He's gonna hand you a card and that you can meet with him.
Oh man, that must be really nice to have a secretary. He has a secretary, guys. Someone still wants to work in his office. That is great. Is she employed? She's getting paid well with that $57 million? That's nice. So I'm gonna reach out to her, probably, right, and get her voice. I don't, fuck that. I want your voice. You have a secretary. I don't have the luxury of a secretary. Oh my God. Hey guys, my taxpayers for that card are on the ground. They said, you just placed that card on the ground. Fuck yes, I did.
Like he just said, bro, like you're the chief and you give him a card to somebody else, like be real, because this is reality. You can like do 1,000 things right now and tell your officers to like do brutal shit to us right now, or feel like you want to be whoever it is. So we stand focused.
Being ignored is
So listen to us, listen to us, bro. You as a human being, like I was saying earlier, bro. I hope you believe in God, bro. I hope you believe in God. And I hope that everybody else believe in God here, bro. Because we as all people, bro. You make somebody reality a living hell sometimes. We want to live our best lives sometimes. You don't know what nobody go through, what nobody got to do, but you know that you go do your job. Nobody fucking know you. Look at all these people, bro. Nobody don't know who the fuck you are. You was a chief and you work for the fucking system. But when it comes to your heart, nobody know nothing. It's not no okay, bro. I'm talking to you, bro. I'm a black man. It don't matter what I'm saying to you right now. It's the truth. Is it hurting you? Is you feeling what I'm saying to you right now, bro? I am a fucking king from God, bro. And I don't wear these kings for nothing. And I talk to you as a king, bro. And you work for the world. Woo!
You need to know if you're going to ban knee holds and choke holds. You need to know that you're going to start to have duty to intervene policies that hold these officers to hold each other up when they mess up.
We have it, so that's going to be put in other parts of our policy.
Now! Today? Read the list!
We need a subpoena power for a citizens review board too.
That's being addressed.
No, we need it. You can do it. You have the power.
You can do
have
it
the power.
today.
Advocate with us. Tell them you need to give them the power.
You can explain what we want you to do.
Right.
Yeah, no,
I am doing it.
How are you addressing them? How are you talking to the city councils to advocate for more power to the citizens? That's what we need answers to do. We need answers to those things. How are you telling the city councilors and city commissioners that they need to start being more accountable to the citizens? Because y'all are tired of hearing us talk, and we're tired of being here talking. So talk with us and tell them that we need to all talk together and all be on the same page.
Yes, everyone! Yo! It's enough of us for each and every one of y'all.
Chokeholds are
Let's
not,
talk.
it's not in our policy.
Oh, policy.
That would be a violation of our policy. Okay?
Fuck your policy. I sleep out here.
Communication starts with understanding on both sides. But there's no communication where you don't talk to us in person, not behind closed doors.
Yes! Hey!
This is a community issue.
Okay, so here's one step. You say that it can't be fixed. Oh, you're walking away. Is this over? Conversation's over. That's very mature. That's very civil, right? We talked about civil respect, right? We've been out here all day. We're tired. I bet your boys are tired too, and they're gonna walk away, go home and sleep on your duvet. Real fucking nice. Real good mood. Really mature.
Somebody come talk to me.
Probably policy, right?
You come talk to me.
That's probably your policy to walk away when it gets hard. Oh yeah, guys, he stammers. Political style. Yeah, I don't want to hear what you. I'm talking to you. You're listening to my voice.
I want to hear from you.
So what I want, you have command over these.
Don't say shit to me unless
You do, yes. So as I brought up to a point earlier, they're not. You've been speaking, yeah? Can you command these men to speak, say something? No? Okay, so you can't tell them to say Black Lives Matter with us, not against us. You will say Black Lives Matter.
That's not enough. Black Lives Matter. That's not enough.
That feels sincere to you. That feels sincere. Hold on.
That's not enough.
So, no. We're not talking as a human being. That conversation's over. Yeah, I'm a human being too. Welcome to the fucking club. So here's what I'm saying. As a police officer, when you stand against me, now we're not talking about being. Yeah, okay. That's a really good point. You're crushing this interview. So what I want to say to you, it's good enough for you to say Black Lives Matter, but apparently all these other guys, it's taboo. It's too controversial. Oh yes, I'm not going to, he says. Oh man, that's really tough. I'm not going to take this bullshit. We can tell you what we're not going to do. But just maybe some of your officers are uncomfortable with saying the words. Is that why? Or they're not trained enough to say the words, but they're trying to use a gun. Okay, so guys, they can pull a trigger, beat people, but they can't say 3 words.
I've seen the PRPD use illegal violence, but they're sure not supposed to do it. If you've got cameras, bring them out. This is going to be our word against theirs if they start something. And then it's not us starting anything. We move and speak as one. Here, no one has said to disperse. We should not be afraid, but these men and women running are proof that these are the problems. They inspire fear and they take action to make us not act. When we are born, white and black people and all colors are born equal. But in this nation, black people uniquely are being called on for their power and their strength, which they have had to build since the day that they were born, that none of us can understand. We need black power uniquely because they are used to every day what we have experienced for only a few days this week. Fearing the police's every move, having them act against us in violence and in intimidation, making us feel like we can't make ourselves heard to each other. Whether or not they give the order, don't make the mistake that they are not intending to disperse us. They are afraid of these voices. They have no control without us agreeing to it. On Saturday, none of them were hurt, and they harmed their own citizens. Don't trick yourself into thinking that they cannot hurt you, but they are not supposed to. So make sure that you record everything they do tonight. Like I said, we're allowed to be here. Would someone else like to speak? The floor is yours.
I am a white passing Hispanic woman. And why do I have to deal with my father, my Mexican fucking father, being thrown on a fucking hood? And not a gun to his fucking head just for saying his last name.
You should look at her because she's talking to you.
I'm talking to you. I am talking to you. Why the fuck is my father being thrown against the fucking hood of a car for saying his last name? You got fucking answers? You got fucking answers, huh? You don't. And that is the problem. That is the problem. That is why we are here tonight. That's why we will not leave. This is our city. Our streets.
Look at her.
And we will not hide away by fucking whistles or people fucking try to keep us in line. because we are not to be put in line.
Not animals.
We are not animals. We are speaking on injustices of our brothers and our sisters and our mothers and our fathers. It's not silence us.
As a seasoned protester, I just wanted to let you know they do this to draw attention away from like what's happening. This is like a tactic that the police often use. Don't let it distract you and start moving around. They legally cannot trap us here. We are peacefully protesting. Know your rights. Please, if you're going to be out here, read your rights. Do not let them trick you because they try. Trust me. I'm just letting you know that they're going to be doing all kinds of shit that seems like they're with us. It's all called police propaganda. So just keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. Know that they might be with us, maybe a couple of them. We're not sure yet, but
We can't say and tell us.
yeah, they won't tell us if they're with us, and they won't put their jobs. So for now, they're who I'm watching out for. So I just want to let you guys know, don't let them distract you from what's happening right here. They're gonna start moving all over. They're gonna maybe get violent, even if we're still standing here. Just stand here. Just keep standing here. That's all I wanted to let you guys know.
I guess all I really wanted to say is that I see you. I see that you're people. And we're just standing here hoping that you see us too. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here standing here, afraid, but I am. And it's really, really hard when I know I can point out 2 people from this line that I know for a fact cares about me. And I can't say the same about any of the other ones, but I don't need your respect to respect you. All I'm asking is that you don't need ours to respect us, because that needs to be earned. And if you don't earn it, I'll still give it to you. But I shouldn't have to.
I got my first taste of what it might feel like to be a black mother when I talked to one of my students and I gave her instructions on how to get her father to work and how to get through an interaction with the police if he got pulled over because he was out after curfew and he is a black man who does not speak English because he's a refugee. And until I knew he was safe at work, boy, I've never felt fear like that because I don't know how I could look my students in the eyes and say the institution that you believed in, the United States of America that you came to so that you could be safe. You're not safe. My students were born in a refugee camp in Rwanda and they're not out here to tell their stories today. But they have told me that they came to America believing that it was a better place. And now they have to get out here and they have to tell y'all that Black Lives Matter? What the hell? If y'all have never felt that pain before, if you have never felt the fear that someone you love might die at the hands of police violence, then you don't know what we're out here protesting about. And you need to feel that pain before we can have any talk.
Yes.
That's why the dialogues are important. I couldn't feel that pain unless I knew them and knew their story.
Let me get that bike, man.
These connections that we are making, we are connecting with each other. What connections are y'all making with us?
Y'all should give me something.
I'm so excited to see the bicycle brigade out here. It's been a long time. I was out here with you folks on Monday, and like this lady is right now at 7 o'clock. I'm sorry, watch this over after. There was her and me and several other ladies, mostly women, kneeling on the street in front of you. And you came up with your bicycles at 7 when we had been told that we would be arrested. And we waited to be arrested. And instead you ran over these girls with your bicycles. They're pretty much healed. I heal very fast. But you can see where the gears are on my legs right now. And I got the least of it. One of the girls that was holding my hand got clocked with one of your tires, right in her head. And girls are so pretty. What a shame. What a shame on all of you to allow that sort of thing to happen and not turn in the officer that you know did it.
Yes. Yeah.
I have here an open letter to the Grand Rapids Police Department Chief Payne from Jefferson Seaver. I know that he's already left us again, and he's hiding in his office, or maybe home. And I hope that he's happy wherever he is. But this letter reads, Dear Chief Payne, you have now had proof in hand of your officers using excessive force and assaulting citizens since at least Monday of this week. Are the offending officers still on duty? Are they still drawing pay? Have they been arrested and prosecuted as any other citizen who assaulted or committed other violent crimes? Are they still employed by the GRPD? Have you referred their cases to a prosecutor? On Wednesday, you publicly said that you are committed to reform. It would be difficult for many of us to take you seriously if we end this week, which is basically today, with those officers still on your payroll. Last night in Buffalo, New York, police pushed an elderly man so hard that he fell and hit his head on the pavement within several hours. It was announced that the officers had been suspended without pay. Our elected official in Grand Rapids responded to me. We do have protocols and procedures for investigating to ensure due process. Part of due process is arresting people when they commit a crime, taking their mugshot, and booking them. Have you followed this process with your officers as you undoubtedly would with others who had committed or assaulted, as on the video? What would you have done to these officers? To take them off the streets, to protect the public against the threat of continued violence? If due process, and there are quotes around that, for GRPD officers has not yet been taken, these abusive officers off the street, then there is a different standard of justice for police officers, and reform is indeed required. Please act today to terminate these officers and let the public know that you are dedicated to reform, to holding officers accountable, and to the safety and welfare of the public. Sincerely, Jefferson Weaver. And he put a lot of names on here, but Mayor Rosalind Bliss has removed her name from accessible public media and will not be contacted. Would anyone else like this microphone? We have not been told to disperse. This could be an open dialogue. That's all that we're asking for. Wouldn't it be nice to be one of those cities that everyone refers to as successful? Would you like to say something, Mr. Bloom? Officer Bloom?
I'm a human, which means public speaking, not a big fan.
I understand. I'm sorry for calling you out. You're just out here. But you see, they are regular people. I don't think that they're here to hurt us right now either. If you speak to them with an understandable amount of respect, given the situation, they can hear you right now. Say it.
We don't have no weapons. You all have shields and everything and bikes that control us and block us in. We just want our voices to be heard. We don't want violence, man. And you portray violence because you got the weapons and you're trying to scare us.
It is very, very scary, you guys.
I sleep out in these streets. I have nowhere else to go sometimes. And I fear for my life because I don't know if you guys are going to attack me because I'm sleeping out here trespassing or whatever. But and I don't even want to talk with you. It's just hard to hear.
It is hard to talk, but a tall white guy's voice isn't the best one for this. And even though I've been experiencing it for about 7 days, seeing my brothers and sisters in Grand Rapids getting brutalized in ways that I know are not written in any code book, I don't want that to happen to anyone right here. If you would like to talk, that's what we're allowed to do.
I am a Hispanic white woman, and I'm really bad at public speaking. But as a child, I looked up to the police for protection. In the last few years, I've been afraid of you. I can't look at you. My stomach hurts. I'm completely terrified of you. What happened to George Floyd should never happen again, because I'm scared that it's going to happen to me. I am Hispanic, a different race. If a white cop comes by me, I'm terrified. I'm terrified of a knee jabbing into my neck. I'm terrified of them laying my hands on me. What happened should never happen again.
Look at her while she's talking.
I'm shaking. When I see you pass on the streets, I don't feel safe, and that's your job. Your job is to protect us, not for us to run away from you. I see weapons. When I see you, when I look at you, I look at weapons. And I look at violence. That's all I see. Please change that. Find a way to change that and protect your people. Because we are your people. We're only upset because of what had happened and what has happened throughout the years. So please change that. Protect us. Because we want to love you, but we can't when you're laying hands on us like that.
And don't fool yourself, the officers that you guys wash up with do lay hands in ways that make us afraid, in ways that make people with different demographics than me more afraid than I am right now. And it's pretty fucking scary. We still haven't been dispersed. Hit this shit, miss.
Hey guys, you know, I've been up here, I live right here, and I've been sitting down here and watching this, and it's hard for me because I recently had an issue. My sister, who's black, was in an abusive relationship, and she was scared to call the police because she thought they would turn against her because she was black and her boyfriend was white. And to live in a world where my sister has to be scared to call the police when she is in danger, I cannot stand here anymore and watch that and not say something. So thank you all for being out here. Because I've been watching you, I've been up here watching you all week. And I am so happy that people are out here spreading their word, and I just want you to hear my story, because every story that people tell is another step towards getting to these people here. I'm not saying any of you are bad people, but you have to hear these stories because you have to know. Thank you.
It's true, I'm not very good at counting, but I'm going to say maybe 30 police officers and more demonstrators are out here right now, clandestine to be in this place together where we can hear each other. If any of you have stories of your loved ones being afraid of the police or being brutalized, even though the chief of police is gone again, when he was out here just moments ago to listen to us, there are people. All of these people are people. Even the ones that are rolling their eyes and smirking at you and looking over to their fellow officers jabbing, that's a defensive mechanism because they know that some part of them is wrong and they cannot just not say anything. They must express this in some way. And they have been brainwashed. They are living in a world where they must be feared. Just like all of our black brothers and sisters are living in a world that existed before they got here that makes them fearful of this type of thing. All of us are fearful. But I would really appreciate another story.
I'm not going to share a story. I'm not going to tell you what I experienced because you know why I'm here.
You are not trapped!
We all know why we are here.
We haven't gotten an order.
Are you ordering us to disperse?
No.
We're not being ordered to disperse. So I'm going to stand here until I am. I'm going to stand here and continue to say, Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Because again, you made over $3 million increase, a $3 million increase as of last year. $3 million. What did it go for? What did it go to? I know it didn't go into the protection of the people. I know it's not going to. Anything for the community. Why should we pay you more to protect us less?
Stay close. Stay close.
Let him squeeze